G'day from the Bureau with your national weather forecast around the country for Friday, the 5th of June. And it's going to be clearing weather for much of eastern and southeastern Australia as that low that's been impacting southern Australia this week finally moves out into the Tasman Sea. And that's going to clear most of the shower and wind activity through parts of New South Wales, Victoria and down into Tasmania. Though you can see here another front will be impacting parts of Tasmania and southern Victoria during the afternoon and evening hours. But the main story really will be this big high pressure system dominating the weather right across the country, leading to generally cool to mild and sunny weather for many. But those southerly winds will be getting all the way up into northern parts of Australia as well. So we're going to see cooler conditions through much of northern and eastern Australia as well behind this low, thanks to those southerly winds ahead of that high pressure system. And maybe just a few showers through parts of WA with a bit of an upper level low there. But let's have a look at all of that in more detail. Firstly, in Queensland, and you can actually see the front and trough associated with that wind change moving off the coast and well into the Coral Sea on Friday. And that's going to push those cooler and drier west to southwesterly winds right across Queensland. And temperatures are going to be in the pretty much low 20s for southern and central parts of the state, getting up into the mid to high 20s for coastal areas as well. But the winds will make it feel a lot colder. Brisbane only looking at 21 degrees on Friday, and those gusty west to southwesterly winds in southeast Queensland will probably make it feel more like the mid to high teens for most of the day as well. So a chilly but sunny day on the way for southeast Queensland, warmer in far northern areas, but dry pretty much statewide. Moving down into New South Wales, and we'll see those showers and snow areas, so those elevated areas in around the Snowy Mountains and showers on and west facing areas in New South Wales. But much of the east coast should remain fairly dry, just an isolated shower here or there, as well as northern and far western New South Wales also looking to stay relatively dry as well. Pretty gusty winds though for our coastal areas, so it'll be a cool and windy day on Friday, and you can see these temperatures pretty low as well, only into the low to mid teens through much of inland New South Wales, and just scraping 20 degrees through northern parts of New South Wales as well. Sydney could see a couple of showers at mostly clearing 20 degrees, but those gusty winds will make it feel even colder than that. Canberra are partly cloudy, 15 degrees with those cool winds there as well. Moving down into Victoria, and we'll still see showers and rain lingering early parts of the day in central and eastern parts of Victoria, but that will eventually clear during the afternoon, but then redevelop through southwestern parts of Victoria during the afternoon and evening hours as this trough feature moves into southern parts of Victoria. Cool and partly cloudy to cloudy day through much of the state. Temperatures again in the low to mid-teens right across the state of Victoria as well. Melbourne looking at a few showers and 15 degrees. Moving down into Tasmania, and most of that wet weather will be now east of Tasmania on Friday, but still cool day, cool and partly cloudy. Though do notice this next trough system bringing showers into western parts of the state during the afternoon and evening hours, and then a cold front will sweep across, I should say, western and southern parts on Friday night, and that'll bring showers and gusty winds. But ahead of that, generally dry and partly cloudy for northern and eastern areas, dry to start, then showers developing in the west and also in the south. But Hobart should have a partly cloudy day and 14 degrees, and maybe a shower at night. South Australia, they'll be under the dominance of that high pressure system, so cool mornings and cool days, but lots of sunshine, particularly for northern and inland parts of South Australia, though that trough system may just bring an isolated shower and partly cloudy conditions to far southern parts of South Australia during Friday afternoon and evening. Temperatures in the mid to high teens through much of the state. Adelaide looking at a possible shower or two and 17 degrees. Moving over into WA, and they're on the other side of that high pressure system, so I have a bit more of a northerly winds or winds coming from the inland areas. So temperatures are a little bit warmer, getting in the high teens to low 20s for many areas. Notice this shower area as well through some inland areas. That's thanks to an upper level low with some marginal moisture, just bringing some cloud and some isolated showers there, probably mainly impacting the northern wheatbelt areas, while further south will stay mostly dry. Perth looking at a partly cloudy 21 degrees. Then across northern Australia, as you'd expect this time of year, dry season, so very dry conditions right across our tropical north. Temperatures quite cool in southern parts of the NT, maybe not even getting to 20 degrees on Friday, with only 19 degrees at Alice Springs, mid-20s for central parts of the NT, and low 30s up around the top end as well, and for parts of the Kimberley and Broome area too. Darwin looking at 32 degrees and partly cloudy. So not much weather going on, but if you do want the latest forecast and warnings for your area, make sure you stay up to date with the latest forecast and warnings via our website and app. And I'll be back here again tomorrow for your weekend forecast.